And if our listening audience believes that, they're more gullible than we think they are. This is Lofton Thompson, spin move up. No, he's off. Battle underneath. Omar Jenkins comes out of it, but the ball's controlled. And we have a reach-in foul on Jenkins against Krishan Lewis. It's Lever, Thompson, Moore, Mason, and Jenkins. Number 13, Hassan Bush, comes in for Bensalem, replacing 54 Alex Houston.
Jenkins does seem to be favoring that one knee a little bit.
Bensalem, not a very big team, Frank. A team we ought to be able to rebound against. This is Howard, number 23. He comes out to Jackson. 13 is Bush. 33 is Grandy. 42 is Lewis. This is Grandy on the move. Nothing there. Got a jump ball, possession arrow for Norristown.
I thought he got away with a walk.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think he did. Eagles coming back with Jenkins. I think Bensalem's in a man-to-man now. Ball goes into the Wad Johnson. Turnaround jumper, no. Rebound. Yes, Reynolds Mason on the rebound.
Eagles take the lead, 11-10.
First two, Eagles go up 11-10. Ball lost by number 42, Lewis. Thompson back to Lever. Lever to Thompson. Thompson on the drive move. He's got it. Lofton Thompson with 5. Eagles 13, Owls 10. This is what you wanted. Bensalem can't keep the ball outside now. They've got it going for shots. This is Bush. DeWad Johnson on him. There's a jumper from the side, no. And Bensalem is a very cold shooting team right now. Who was that foul on? Grandy's second, 4th on Bensalem. Here comes Jenkins and Lever in the back court. Thompson, Mason, DeWad Johnson up front. Be coming down to the 2-minute mark shortly. Jenkins to Johnson, to Thompson, to Lever. Lever on the spin move, drawing the drive. Goes up, no good, we got a foul.
13-10 score, 2 minutes left in the half.
Foul is on Krishan Lewis.
Our officials tonight are Jack Plunkett and Joe Lindsay.
Lever will be on the line for 2.
A low-scoring game like this, every foul shot sure counts.
Lever misses the first. The pace of the game now, Frank, I think, actually is in Norristown favor. Bensalem can't hang on to that ball for minute chunks of time because they're behind. Lever's going to be ready with a second. Eagles by 3. Jimmy Lever up. He's got it. Nothing but twine. Eagles 14.
14-10.
Owls 10. 2 minutes left in the half. Eagle with full court pressure. This is Lewis. Reynolds Mason playing him. He bounces it, loses it to Lever, and we have a reach-in foul on Grandy. Bensalem's awful careless with the ball, you know, Frank?
Yeah, Jim, I was quite surprised. I heard they were a little better at ball handling. Eagles have a 40% lead. That sounds good, doesn't it? 40% lead.
Only a mathematician, physicist would give me that kind of an information.
It's a strange outfit Jenkins has on tonight.
Wonder if what kind of a band do you call that? What do you call that? A calf band rather than a headband?
Nike calf band.
Jenkins on the move, tries to force it underneath. Got a steal there by Bush. We have a very loud Bensalem fan behind us.
We have some.
Who is trying to, thank God he doesn't have a whistle. This is Jackson. Lever playing him all over. He finds Howard, nothing there, but there goes Jenkins. Moved by Howard, no, rebound up, we're gonna have a foul. Foul's either on Johnson or
Who's the foul on?
I think it's on DeWatt Johnson. This is Hassan Bush going to the line. He will be shooting 2. Eagles still lead by 4 at the 121 mark. First shot is up, around, no good. This is going to, if it keeps going like this, Frank, this is going to turn into a very tactical game.
Yeah.
Second shot up, Bush has it. 14-11 Eagles lead, 121 left. Eagles pushing the ball up. There's the steal. Jackson over to Howard. Howard to Jackson. Foul's going to be on Thompson. There's a good play. Thompson helps him up. There was nothing intentional about that. He was not trying to hurt him or anything. Both guys pat each other on the rump. Good sign of sportsmanship.
1:13 left in the half. The score is 14-11.
And Frank, we're going to give you a test here, all right? A rather famous name on the foul line, Reggie Jackson. Ring any bells?
Reggie Jackson. Mr. September.
October.
Yeah, wrong.
October, right.
Wrong,
Shows you how
wrong
old I
month,
am.
Frank.
I remember when the World Series was in September.
Yeah, but you also remember when there weren't cars. Thompson on the move, no. Rebound this time by Bush. Frank, do you remember what high school Jackson went to?
Oh, I knew. Now
Good
I can't
football
remember.
player, good baseball player?
Yeah,
Cheltenham High School.
Cheltenham, right. I knew it was one around here. I just couldn't remember which one.
Spin move, Bush on the move. He's around. He's got it.
Bensalem takes the lead, 15-14 with 43 seconds left in the
Hassan
half.
Bush with 3. Eagles will move out, maybe play for 1 shot. Bensalem back in a zone. And I believe at halftime, Frank, I understand that you're going to demonstrate throwing the bowling ball to make strikes. Is that correct?
Well, Jim,
Reynolds Mason for the Eagles. The Eagles go up by 1. But that play was made by Jimmy Lever with a very good assist. There goes Reggie Jackson. Lose the ball, but a foul
I
on
hope that
Lever.
wasn't on
And I think we're going to have a technical.
Oh, I don't believe that. First of all, it was a questionable call, but I don't think Jimmy Lever, he didn't look at the ref, he looked at his coach. I didn't think there was a need to call that a technical.
Damon Carroll off the bench for Norristown. And Damon probably is a pretty excited young man today. He had a visitor a little bit earlier this evening. Mr. Tom Osborne, the head coach of the Nebraska Cornhuskers, was here to try to talk Damon into going to Nebraska. Last week, Damon interviewed by Joe Papa Paterno of the Penn State Nittany Lions. Jackson ready.
Ties the game.
Jackson's got a great touch, you know, on the foul line. Good shooter.
Jackson puts Bensalem ahead. And now we get the regular foul shots for the foul. And Bensalem will also get the ball.
You have a potential 7-point turnaround. Foul shot by Howard is good. Reggie Jackson has 7 points. And substitution here, Friedman comes back in. Who can
There's
shoot.
4 points, and Bensalem gets the ball at their end of the court with 3 seconds left. A chance to make it a 7-point difference.
Quite a turnaround. Ball goes to Jackson. The shot's up. Ran it out. Almost worked. A nice play by Bensalem. And at halftime, in a very low-scoring game, the Bensalem Owls lead the Norristown Eagles 19-16. And that was a serious turnaround. 4-point turnaround and almost 6.
Yeah, in a low-scoring game like this, you can't afford those technicals. Our camera people tonight, Garrett Hickman and Amy Smith, students of Norristown High School. We'd like to thank them for coming out, giving us a hand tonight. And now for Neil Schaefer.
And stats. And we want to say one more thing. We hand this over to Neil. I think Neil realized that he's forfeited 1/4 of his pay tonight since he's only working 3/4. Tony Koya asked me to tell Neil that. And now here's Neil with the stats.
1/4?
means I get 75 cents. For the Bensalem
Overpaid at that.
Owls, thank you. Reggie Jackson has 7, Hassan Bush has 3, and Scott Friedman has 3. For the Norristown Eagles, Lofton Thompson leads with 5 points. Reynolds Mason has 4. Jimmy Lever has 3. In a very low-scoring affair at halftime, we have a score of 19-16 with Bensalem in the lead.
All right, we're back here in Norristown's gymnasium with a halftime score of 19-16. The lowest scoring game certainly of the year, and the lowest scoring game I've seen in a long time at halftime. And Jim, that technical foul right before the end of the half looks pretty big right now. Without that technical, we'd have a tie score.
I always tell my kids up there, I say,
Eagles will have the ball to begin the second half. Our communications director, Tony Coy, is right next to us. I'm not sure what he's talking about.
Who in the world is taking charge of the cameras?
Goes the inbounds. We're going to have a foul
I
right
didn't
off on
see it,
Omar
but I heard it.
Jenkins. Fouling Jack Howard. Howard will be on the line shooting 2. Eagles trail by 3.
And Jim, it still looks to me like the kind of game you'd see early in the season, like the teams are playing their first or second game.
Howard misses the first, ready with a second. Shot is up, he's got it. 4-point lead for the Owls of Bensalem. Jenkins, Mason, Johnson, Guilford, and Lofton Thompson in for the Eagles. Thompson with the ball, almost loses it, launches a jumper around, no good. Foul on the board. Guilford with a rebound, off jumper, no good. Reynolds Mason, up, yes. Reynolds Mason with 6. Mason's 6'4", Frank, and he ought to be able to do a job on the boards here. That's 42 Lewis. Gives it to Houston. Houston off, no good. Battle for the board. Ball's going to go out of bounds off of Mason.
Jim, I think the team that wins this game is going to be the first team to turn up the intensity a little bit. It looks like 2 teams practicing out there.
Jackson goes outside to Lewis. Lewis in the corner of Jackson. Underneath to Houston. And Houston makes it.
Some Bensalem fans behind us.
That's
Give their
3 for
team some
Houston.
support.
Foul on Mason. Houston, no shot, no good. Mason with a strong rebound. Omar Jenkins coming down quickly with the ball on the outside. Jenkins will be running the offense. He's in there in place of Lever. Guilford. Jenkins outside again, getting the offense moving. Over to Guilford. Guilford to Thompson. Thompson underneath to Guilford and the move. Shot's no good. We're going to have a foul.
Some of the fans behind us giving their opinion of the call.
He's got to be the dad of one of the players. What do you want to
Yeah,
bet?
that's the only thing I can figure.
He has been going non-stop all night.
He was coach of the year.
Again, our officials for tonight are Jack Plunkett and Joe Lindsay.
Or whatever. No, he
And our camera persons tonight, Garrett Hickman and Amy Smith, Norristown High School students.
They fouled out on Grandy. 4 fouls on Grandy. He's been taken out of the game. Guilford misses the first. He'll be ready with the second here. Hassan Bush has replaced Grandy. Second shot up, no good. Bush with the rebound. We're going to have the foul on DeWad Johnson.
Wasn't a very smart foul.
Frank, why don't you turn around and tell that guy to be quiet for a while?
I think I'm going to have to get myself some earmuffs.
This is Jackson inbound, comes into Howard. Jackson with the ball. Lofton Thompson playing him. We've said this often, Thompson always draws the toughest defensive assignment. Has gotten that since he was a freshman and has done well on that. Pass goes underneath to Howard, blocked away, stolen by Mason. Nice play. Thompson on the move. Thompson almost loses the ball. Spin move on the drive. Lofton Thompson's got it. 7 points for Lofton. Eagles trail by 2. This is Jackson, again with Thompson playing him. Eagles now going to a man-to-man. Jackson on the move all the way around, no. Rebound, Bush, no. And boy, Frank, I think this is as bad shooting underneath as we have ever seen by both teams.
Yeah, it makes me wonder if they didn't put too much air in the ball tonight.
This is Jenkins coming down court. Jenkins on the drive, throws up, doesn't have it. He's got a foul.
Is that a pass Jenkins made, or was he shooting?
I think that was a desperation, hope I'm fouled. Jenkins up and good. Eagles trail by 1. I have a feeling this fan behind us, Frank, is one of these guys who believes that Bensalem should be 15-0, that their 5 losses have been stolen
by the officials.
In my more formative years, I would love to sit in front or behind a fan like that and cheer loudly for the other team. Most of my friends did not like to go to games with me just for that reason. Just going behind us, the coach of the Nebraska Cornhuskers. Did you meet him yet tonight, Neil?
Yeah, Tom Osborne.
There goes Howard on a drive, jumper up, he's got it. Howard with 5, 24-21 Bensalem. Thompson back, timeout.
Now the Norristown cheerleaders, a little short-handed tonight.
I'm not even, are these all the varsity cheerleaders?
Well, there should be at least 12 of them out there, and there are only 6.
Just heard this fan behind us yell out, "Stay in the game," to one of the Bensalem players. And, you know, there's one place where he's right. It's almost as like both teams tonight do not have their heads in this game for some reason.
Yeah, it looks like a scrimmage game, Jim. There's very little intensity tonight.
And yet, interestingly enough, it's a game that means something to both teams.
Yes, it does. In fact, you know what it reminds me of? Watching a consolation game in a tournament.
Yeah. Eagles with Jenkins. Guilford with the ball. Back to to Thompson. Thompson on the jumper. Blocked by Lewis. Thompson has it back. With a fake on the move, nothing there.
We got 5:31 left in the quarter. The score is 24-21, Bensalem.
This is Jackson coming up court against Thompson. Eagles stay in a man-to-man. Howard with the ball. Omar Jenkins playing him. Howard with a spin move on the drive. No. Dewad Johnson off to Jenkins. Jenkins to Thompson. Thompson with a move. Doesn't have it. We're going to have a foul on Jackson. Oh. And notice right away, I can't see who that is, but Houston makes a very smart play. He not only did he grab Jackson, but he clamped his hand around Jackson's mouth. So absolutely nothing could come out. Damon Carroll in the lineup for the Eagles, replacing Jenkins. It's interesting, Tom McGee has kept a lever on the bench here at the beginning of this second half.
Yeah.
Thompson to shoot 2. First one's up, hard, no good.
Maybe it has something to do with that technical. Was the technical on Lever? I believe it was.
Second shot by Lofton, good, 24-22. Norristown Eagles trail by 2 with 5:10 left here in the third quarter. Jackson with the ball. Eagles playing man-to-man. This is a smart move because Bensalem with the lead would be perfectly content to hang on to the ball outside. There's Hassan Bush, doesn't have anything. Nobody there, comes outside to Howard. Howard on the dribble, Damon Carroll playing him. Howard on the reverse, gives to Jackson, no good, we've got the walk. There goes Josiah Perry. Perry on the move, finds Kawhi Johnson underneath. Johnson is strong off the board, doesn't get a thing. We got a foul on Guilford. That's a 5th foul against Norristown. 2 more. Bensalem's in the 1-and-1. And Frank, it's like there's a jackrabbit in that ball. I can't. How many layups?
Well,
is it?
Jim,
I
I'm
shot an
serious
overshot
when I
by-
say I wonder if there's too much air in the ball. You know, when they do fill a basketball, there's a certain pressure it's supposed to be in the ball, and if you put more in that, it makes the ball much more sensitive.
Players on both teams have been going up for that layup, and that ball's gone way over, you know, not even close, not even touching the rim. Ball comes into Bush. Bush with an off-balance jumper, no. Rebound by Guilford. To Thompson. Ball stolen away by Bensalem. This is Lewis. Lewis to Howard. Howard on the layup. Howard with 7. 26-22 Bensalem. Thompson to Josiah Perry. Perry on the spin move. Over to Thompson. Thompson to Perry. Ball knocked out of bounds. There's a case where Lofton might have been too unselfish. I think he had the open
when
jumper.
you're at the foul line with the ball and nobody in your face, you got to take the shot.
Damon Carroll, I think, might have hurt something. I don't think so. Perry on the move, no. Rebound, Houston. To Jackson. Eagles have gone cold shooting here in the third quarter. Over to Hassan Bush. Bush outside to Houston. There goes Bush. Bush with a turnaround jumper around. He's got it. Send Bush with 5.
This may be the biggest lead of the night, 6 points.
I think it is, 6 points. Jimmy Lever over to Guilford. Guilford to Thompson. Thompson to Eddie Moore. Eddie Moore with a jumper, no. Rebound, ball taken away by Thompson. We've got a foul. 16 foul. And what this means is that Bensalem will be shooting 1-and-1 for the remainder of the game. Timeout by Norristown, and they desperately needed it.
The coach is conferring over there.
So far, Frank, I think this is probably one of the poorest performances we have